Hello everybody, Multiman37 back here with another review, this time of the deluxe zenkai-oh vroomagine from Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger. This is the secondary version of zenkai-oh that has zenkai-magine and zenkai-varun. So we'll take a look at the box, then the two figures standing before us. So here we got the box, got a picture of zenkai-oh vroomagine right there. On this side you got their kikai forms, the Majin Dragon and Varun Dump. We got zenkai-oh again. A bunch of stuff I cannot read here. The 5 zenkaigers in the show. And on the back is everything you're going to do with this thing. So, let's get down to business. So, here are the two figures. We'll start, of course, with Zenkai-magine, since she was the one who showed up in the show first. So, here is Zenkai-magine. Please do not retract the legs, for the love of God. I may have to get a new tripod because the legs are kind of giving out. So Zenkai-magine's design is based off of Magic King. As you can clearly tell, we got the number 29 right there, since Majin Ranger was the 29th Super Sentai. Her weapon is the Majin Stick, which is a magical staff. Even has a little crystal ball, though you can't really tell. It's hard to tell, especially with the fact that there's a hole in the top for combinations and stuff. She does have the dragon wings draped over her, and because of how her transformation works, she has a lot of kibble in the back. If you want something a little bit more accurate, they did release a posable figure of her that doesn't have this massive overhang. Or the vinyl figure can also suffice as well. Her posability is very limited. You can rotate the arms, but the wings will follow. You can bend her elbows, and her legs do move forward and move back. You can move this out of the way, but it moves a lot of stuff out of the way, as you can see. A lot of sacrifices had to be made for her design in order for it to be transformable. Her head does rotate, so there is that. And next we got Zenkai-varun, whose design is based on Daiboken from Bokenger. Got the number 30 because that was the 30th Sentai series. His weapon rather, is the Vroom Picker, which is a pickaxe, and it can also be a gun. And even though in the show he has used this as a gun, this peg is only meant for use with zenkai-oh, which kind of sucks. I wish that he could hold the weapon here in either mode, because it is canonical, he has done it, but for some reason they didn't want to. He's kind of got a mono leg going on here, so that's stuck on one joint. So his only real posability is the arms, and they kind of get stuck in certain positions. The head, you can make him look up, but that's about it. So, let's take a look at their kikai forms. We'll start with Majin, since hers is a little bit more complex compared to Varun's. So, take out the staff, remove the wings here, though be it this will be temporary. Adjust the little connectors so that they're facing flat with the wings. Rotate her arms and then bend her forearms backward. And you want to rotate the whole thing, pull this down, adjust that, close her feet, point the toes down, open this, and you want to slide this forward and connect it onto the two pegs right there, as you can see. Okay, get in there. Why aren't you... Okay, oh, right. You also... I forgot to do this. You also want to take this part, push it up, rotate it, push it back down, and then close it all together. Take the tail, put it on the back here. Forgot which way that was supposed to be facing. And then reattach the wings. Oh yeah, and you want to rotate the head, push it down. A little bit awkward, had I forgotten that. And there you have Majin Dragon, which looks honestly kind of cool. I do like how she looks in her dragon form. You do get, the mouth does open, which is nice, and the wings can flap. You can't really rotate it, and the tail does have a little bit of movement because it's on a ball joint, but the stem it's on is kind of restrictive, but whatever. And next we got Rune. Let's switch him into his Kikai Henke mode. Take out his weapon, close his the little thing above his eyes, rotate his arms forward, push his head back, take this section, collapse it, which was his legs, and take the broom picker and peg it right on the top, and there you have the Rune dump, which is a nice little dump truck. Got wheels, so it does roll fairly well. Nice little dump truck. It's a lot less impressive looking than the actual dump truck this is based on, which is Go Go Dump, but for what it is, it does the job it's supposed to. So let's get started into combinations. I'll start with Majin since this is not where the electronics are. So you take the wings off, and now you want to put the connectors right here. Take off the tail. Open everything. Take the bottom part of the mouth. Peg it there. Rotate the little claws. Push this whole thing up. Rotate this back to where it was. I'm gonna position that upright. There's that. You want to take this wing and slide it on the back of the arm. There's that. So there's one half of the body, and for this, take off these parts. And then for the wheel sections, there's 3 different pegs, and they're gonna go onto the sections here and here. So there's that half of the body complete. And when I open this, it's going to start making noise. So get ready for this. Push that up. Put that here. The wing goes here. Yeah, I'm talking over the music, whatever. Come on, get in there. And we'll connect them. And here we have Zenkai-oh vroomagine. We're going to take a closer look at his head. His head is definitely different. Instead of having the horns that stick out, he's got these little nodes on the side of his head, which is very nice. And he can use the two different weapons. In this mode, he, by default rather, he uses the rune picker as a here in gun mode. He can use it as a pickaxe, and he can hold it. It's just a little loose. And of course, you can confirm it by doing this. And then you can also switch it out for the Majin stick. It does got a peg right on the bottom. It has a peg on the bottom, rather. So you can hold it right there and do some magic. Majinu. So let's bring out zenkai-oh Juragon. They look very nice together, as you can clearly see. And of course, you can switch their halves. Which is very cool. So let's see what that looks like. Oh, don't drop things, please. So I'm gonna take out their weapons because for some reason they're not seen with their weapons, which is weird. So I'm gonna do prep work for vroomagine here. So take off this wheel section and then take off this wing section, and Juragon just fell backwards. Alright, and then close the face cover, and then split it down the middle, and then do the same here. I'll start with these two. So attach them together. So you gotta freaking move the head around, so it's a little bit easier to get at. So there's zenkai-oh vroomagine. And then for these two, in order to connect the wheel section here, you want to pull up this little peg, and I'll just go into the center tab right there and connect them. And they do make generic ending sound effects for their transformations. So let's take a closer look at that. You do kind of see a little more of asymmetry, especially in the head, where one side has a horn and the other side has a node. Which is nice. I do like that. In the show, these formations were always CG, which I find interesting. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the cross formations. They look nice, but let's switch them back to their default formations here. And then tip. So overall, zenkai-oh vroomagine is a pretty nice robo here. I do kind of like it a little bit more than Jiragon. But I mean, they both have their strong suits. And I do kind of like the cross compatibility that they have. It's kind of fun. I wish there were more of these, though. Because it reminds me a lot of Kamen Rider Double. It would have been nice to see a little bit more formations kind of like that. But they had other plans. And I'm not too upset with how things went. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys later. Take care.